So the new season of Brawl Stars just dropped, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks really cool. However, it's a brand new ranked season. Sweats are gonna be on it, and they're gonna want to be reaching the highest elo possible in Brawl Stars. But you, being the smart person you are, clicked on this video. And today, I'm gonna be telling you guys how you can reach Masters in Brawl Stars. Now, watching this guide is gonna be the best help for you because I'm gonna train you into the best ranked player in the world.
Stop the cap.
Okay, maybe just reach Masters. Yeah, probably just that. Alright, so I'm gonna go dive into some tips for reaching Masters in Brawl Stars Season 32. So my first tip is gonna be to choose the right brawlers. Now, I say this because some brawlers are better than other brawlers. Like, for example, one of my favorite brawlers, Pam, because she's a little thick, isn't really good in the meta right now. So you want to make sure that you are aware of the meta, keeping updated with the current meta through patch notes, community forums, and YouTube channels. That is how you can keep up to date with the meta. Now, if you guys want to know which brawlers are in the best meta right now, I recommend that you check some YouTube channels. These YouTube channels I have listed are Spen LC. He will always make sure that you guys are up to date with the brand new meta. And the next person is going to be Bren. Bren always posts, well, most of the time posts the best brawlers of the season, as well as Crying Man. Just check out Crying Man's videos because he does a whole lot about the meta whenever there's a new meta or the best brawlers, and these guys are going to keep you with quality content. Now, make sure you do choose the right roles. Make sure your team have a balanced team. Ideally, include brawlers that should act as tanks, damage dealers, and support, depending on your game mode, of course. If you're playing Hot Zone, actually, you know what, I'll talk about the game modes later on in the video. For now, I'm just going to stick to the brawlers. You want to make sure, especially if you're free to play in the game, leveling up your brawlers is going to be hard because you are limited when it comes to coins. Coins aren't really that easy to get unless you buy some. And if you're free to play, you're not going to be buying any coins. So you want to make sure that you upgrade, well, focus on upgrade prioritization. Prioritize brawlers that are really good in the meta currently and upgrade them first, and then save your favorite brawlers last. I know that can be annoying, but if you want to reach Masters, what else can you do, bro? And make sure you guys do use the right build for all of your brawlers. Using the right build is going to save you a lot. And which brings me on to my next tip, is to understand the game modes and the modifiers. Now, I understand the modifiers because I must be one of the biggest idiots of all time. Listen, you want to make sure that every single time you load into a game, you look at the modifier. That's the first thing you want to do. Look at the modifier and then look at the map. Some people would say look at the map and then look at the modifier, but I suggest that you look at the modifier and then the map. This is because the modifier is probably more important than the map, because the modifier can change your whole game. I used the completely wrong build for Shelly just because I did not look at the map. The modifier, just because I didn't look at the modifier. The modifier was sick beats, meaning that all brawls are immune to stuns and slows, and I used Shelly's star power where she slows with her star power. So basically, there was literally no point in me using that star power. I could have used the other star power, which would have given me health over time, but instead, I just wasted a star power option, which didn't really cost me anything because we did end up winning the game. But just in case, especially if I was going to be playing at higher elo ranks, like Masters or Legendary, then you need to be using the right build for the right modifier. Now, mode specification strategies. Each mode has unique objectives. For instance, in Gem Grab, teamwork and map control are key, while in Brawl, positioning and passing are crucial. You want to make sure that you choose the right brawler for every single game mode, unless you're him or you think you're him, and you can use Mortis in literally every single game mode. Please, can someone tell my randoms not to pick Mortis in Heist? But other than that, make sure you are choosing the right brawler for the right game mode, as well as the right build. Now, I recommend that, like I was going to say, if you're going to be playing Hot Zone, make sure you pick controllers and one support, mainly that support would be Poco. Now, you want to make sure that you're playing controllers in Hot Zone, because think about it, Hot Zone is literally all about taking control of the zone and staying in there for the longest. You want to pick a brawler like Draco, because Draco is basically unkillable and he can stay in the zone for way too long, which provides you more points. In every single game mode, there's a certain thing which you want to prioritize, which is the game objectives. Make sure in every single game you play, you're prioritizing the objective and not the kill. That's the whole thing I want to just make sure clear. You're prioritizing the objective and not the kill. The only thing you actually get from getting the most kills is mainly star player. And what's that going to do if you lose the game? Nothing really. Okay, maybe like 30 mastery max, but like, you want to make sure that you're winning the game, and by doing so, you want to make sure that you stick to the objective. My next tip, which honestly could just summarize the whole video: do not play with randoms. Now, you want to make sure that you find a team, and if you guys don't know where to find a team, go ahead and join my Discord. Discord link will always be linked in the description and sometimes in the pinned comment. Make sure you go ahead and check my Discord because there's so much people. I can't believe it's finally active, but it is finally active. So make sure you are joining the Discord and use my look for teammates section if you want to push the masters. Now, my Discord is filled with tyrants and sweats, bro. Like, I thought I was good at the game. People in my Discord are even better than me. So make sure you go ahead and join the Discord because these people will genuinely boost your rank higher and higher. And if you think you're a noob, literally don't worry. They will still play with you. Just make sure you guys join my Discord and find some teammates. And if you're not going to use my Discord, then make sure you find some teammates and use some sort of voice chat so you're able to talk to your teammates. Now, use the in-game ping system to alert about enemy locations or strategies. Now, I say in-game ping system by just attack where the enemy is. I don't really know how I can actually say this properly. So my main thing is just use voice chat. Just use voice chat and let your teammates know, okay, this Shelly just ran into that bush. So make sure you don't go into that bush and die like a little idiot. And now you want to make sure that you pick brawlers that complement each other. For example, picking a tank with a healer. I'm going to give the cringe and the corniest example, which is Poco Kits and Frank. Honestly, unkillable. Or maybe Kia and Draco. So that's going to be crazy. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is your mechanics. Now, this is a really, really underrated tip, which nobody actually talks about. When I look at all the other YouTubers, they don't actually talk about this, but your mechanics comes into a whole lot over here. Now, why do you think Tennisai is one of the best Brawl Stars esports players of all time? I was literally watching the esports and I noticed one thing about him. He is insane when it comes to movement. Now, you want to make sure that you master movement, and the only way you can do so is by either learning from the pros, which is by watching other pro streamers stream, or you want to make sure that you invite a friend to go Colt and then you go Max and then try to dodge as many shots as possible. Now, you want to make sure that you dodge as many shots as possible because the more you train, the better you'll get. I forgot the famous quote, but like, oh yeah, practice makes perfect, all right? So make sure you're training and training and training your dodging, but your dodging isn't the only thing you want to train. You want to make sure that you're training your aim. Make sure you focus on targeting techniques. Practice leading your shots, especially against fast moving opponents. Use the practice mode, which is a friendly battle. If you guys don't know what the practice mode is, it's a friendly battle to refine your aim. So instead of you being the dodger, you want to go Colt and make sure that you're shooting shots at your max. Now, I want to make sure that you guys find a duo to try this on because this is so helpful. Literally, he gets to practice his dodging, you get to practice your shooting, and then vice versa. Now, that is going to be the end of today's video, but I would end it, but we got to say this last tip, which is to stay positive. Now, a lot of the time you'll hear about growth mindset and fixed mindset. If you guys don't know what that is, a growth mindset is meaning that you can improve, you can always get better at the game, never stop winning, never stop losing. Even if you're on a massive lose streak, the best thing I would say is to take a break, because I don't know what happens, but Brawl Stars just find out that, oh, this guy's taking a break, let me give him some easier players. And I'm not even tripping when I say that. Okay, maybe it's just me, maybe Brawl Stars just want my meat, but I don't know. You guys gotta start trying this out. But please take a break. It's not that deep. The world won't end if you don't get your masters in Brawl Stars. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My name is Snixel. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and that is going to be the end of today's video. Don't forget to join the Discord. Peace out.